Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, you will learn about amino acid. At the end of this video, we are able to describe the general structure of amino acid, classify amino acid with suitable examples, and explain the significance of amino acids. So, what is amino acids? Amino acids are molecules that combine to form proteins or the structural units of proteins. Amino acids and proteins are the building blocks of life. When proteins are digested or broken down, amino acids are left. Although over 500 amino acids exist in nature, by far the most important are the alpha amino acids, which comprise proteins. Only 22 alpha amino acids appears in the genetic code. Based upon that, we are going to learn amino acid in this video. What are alpha amino acids? Amino acids having amino and carboxyl group attached to the same carbon, that is alpha carbon atom to the same carbon chain. What are L and D alpha amino acids? Due to the presence of chiral carbon, that is carbon atom that are attached to 4 different substituents, all naturally occurring amino acids are optically active except glycine. L and alpha amino acids have either a D or L configuration, where D form indicates the presence of amino group on the right side, and L form indicates the presence of amino group on the left side. This configuration is given by Emil Fischer, a German scientist. Amino acids are amphalides. Amphalides means a molecule which contains both acid and base. What are Zutter ions of amino acids? When an amino acid contains both a plus and a minus charge in backbone, it is called Zwitter ion and has an overall neutral charge. Now let us see the properties of amino acids. Let's start with the physical properties of amino acid. Amino acids are colorless, crystalline substance. Most amino acids are tasteless, but some are sweet, example glycine, alanine, and some are bitter, example arginine. Amino acids have high melting point around 200 to 300 degrees centigrade due to its ionic property. Amino acids are soluble in water and ethanol, that is polar solvent, and insoluble in non-polar solvent like benzene, ether, etc. Amino acids are insoluble at isoelectric point. Isoelectric point or isonic point is the pH at which the amino acid will not migrate in an electric field. That is the pH at which the amino acid is neutral. The Zutter ion form is dominant. Next, solubility depends upon the pH of solvent and temperature. Example, when tyrosine is added with hot water, it is soluble. Amino acid absorb the light at 280 nanometer, so the concentration of amino acids can be measured. All amino acids exist in superimposable mirror image, that is D and L form, except glycine. Now let us see the properties of amino acid based on chemical. Chemically, it is important for the identification and analysis of amino acids in protein, for the identification of amino acid sequence in protein, as well as the identification of specific amino acid residues of native proteins that are required for biological functioning, example hemoglobin. Chemical modification of amino acid residues in protein molecules produces changes in biological activity, and synthesis of polypeptide for medical purposes. Now let us see what amino acid do. Our body uses amino acid to make proteins. So amino acids are involved in many important roles in our body. Amino acid help us to grow and repair body tissue, provide an energy source, boost our immune system, build muscle, sustain a normal digestive system, make hormones and brain chemicals, maintain healthy skin, hair and nails, and break down food molecules. Structure of amino acid. By the name itself, we are able to identify an amino acid is composed of having both a carboxyl group COH and an amino group NH2, as well as hydrogen group H and R chain, also called as S side chain. So there are four different groups are attached to alpha carbon. First one is carboxyl group, carbon, middle alpha carbon. R group are also called as side chain, amino group, and hydrogen. The R group is a side chain specific to each amino acid that confers particular chemical properties to that of amino acid. Then numbering of amino acid. Amino acid are numbered based on the carbon atom in the amino acid. Amino group is attached to the alpha carbon with carboxyl group, hydrogen group, and side chain. So the second carbon is alpha carbon, third carbon is beta, fourth one is gamma, fifth one is delta, and the sixth carbon is epsilon. Numbering 1 starts with carboxyl group. On the screen, the amino acid lysine has been taken as an example. Amino acids, learners should become familiar with their names, structures, three-letter code, and one-letter code. And here, the simple ways to remember the mnemonics are CARN, which consists of COH, R chain, and amine group. So, how many amino acids form protein? Proteins and peptides are polymers made up of amino acid units or residues that are linked together through the formation of amide bonds or peptide bonds from the amino group of one residue and the carboxylate of a second residue. Then dipeptides. Consider the two amino acid glycine G and alanine A. Glycine and alanine bind together through peptide or amide group. There is a question. Based on this linkage on the screen, you can now pause the video and check how many dipeptides can be made if these are randomly mixed. Answer: 4 dipeptides are possible as GG, AA, GA, and AG. Next, to discuss the nomenclature of the amino acid. The 20 common amino acids are often referred to using three-letter abbreviations. The structures, name, and abbreviation for 20 amino acids are tabulated. Amino acid glycine with three-letter code as GLY, gly, and a single letter code G. Similarly for alanine, ALA, A, valine, VAL, V, leucine, LEU, L, isoleucine, ILEI, methionine, METM, proline, PROP, phenylalanine, PHEF, tryptophan, TRPW, serine, SERS, threonine, THRT, cysteine, CYSC, tyrosine, TYRY, asparagine, ASNN, glutamine, GLNQ, aspartate, ASPD, glutamate, GLUE, lysine, LYSK, arginine, ARGR, and histidine, HISH. In the beginning of this video, it was said that there are 22 alpha amino acids in the genetic code. Here are the two newly discovered amino acids. 21st amino acid is selenocysteine with three-letter code SCC and one-letter code as U, where the selenium is present. And then the 22nd amino acid, pyrrolysine with three-letter code PYL and one-letter code as O. Sulfur is present. Let us see the classification of amino acid. For example, in a research part, data will be analyzed upon gender, age-wise, etc. Similarly, amino acids are classified based on the structure and chemical nature, polarity, metabolism of amino acids, nutritional requirements. of structure and chemical nature, such as aliphatic amino acids, aromatic amino acid, sulfur containing amino acid, acidic amino acid, amide group containing amino acid, basic amino acid, and amino acid. Let's start with aliphatic amino acid. Aliphatic means carbon and hydrogen joined together in straight branch chains without rings. On this, the first amino acid is glycine, the smallest and simplest amino acid. Other names for glycine is glycol, glycic acid, and dicarbomic acid. IUPAC name for glycine amino acid is amino acetic acid. Formula for glycine C2H5NO2. Structurally, side chain is added with hydrogen, looks as white solid, powerful antioxidant, responsible for flexibility of protein. As well as glycine improves bone health and brain function. Glycine encoded by GGU, GGC, GGA, and GGG. The next aliphatic amino acid is alanine. Another name for alanine are alanic acid and alaninic acid. Formula C3H7NO2. Structurally, methyl group is added in the side chain. Appearance of alanine is white powder, which transport form of ammonia from muscle, which are involved in protein construction, sugar and acid metabolism, as well as increases immunity, which are encoded by GGU, GCC, GCA, and GCG. Uh, the next one is aliphatic amino acids. There are three types of aliphatic amino acid. Earlier I said two more, glycine and alanine, and these aliphatic amino acids are branched chain amino acid. It's also part of aliphatic amino acid. At first we are going to see valine. Other name for valine are 2-amino 3-methyl butanic acid, 2-amino sovaleric acid, malic acid named after the plant valerian. Then its formula is C5H11NO2. Side chain is isopropyl group, looks as white crystalline powder, encoded with GUU, GUG, GUA, and GUC. Next amino acid is leucine. Other name for leucine are 2-amino 4-methyl pentoic acid, formula C6H13NO2. Side chain is isobutyl group, found in all proteins, encoded with UUA, UUG, CUU, CUC, CUA, and CUG. The last one is isoleucine. Other name for isoleucine is 2-amino 3-methyl pentanoic acid, formula C6H13NO2. Side chain is hydrocarbon branch, looks white crystalline powder or flakes. Helps to control blood sugar as well as boost energy and heal injured muscles. Encoded by AUU, AUC, and AUA. As I said earlier, these valine, leucine, and isoleucine are also called as branch-chain amino acids. Here is the mnemonic to remember the aliphatic amino acid. Grandma always visits London in October. G shows glycine, Al alanine, valine V, L lysine, I isoleucine, and A denotes aliphatic amino acids. The next one is aromatic amino acid. Aromatic amino acid is an amino acid that contains an aromatic ring in its structure. They are phenylalanine, tyrosine, and tryptophan. Phenylalanine, other name for phenylalanine is 2-amino 3-phenyl propanoic acid. Side chain is a benzyl group is substituted for the methyl group of alanine. Formula C9H11NO2. Found in milks of mammal, encoded by UUU and UUC. Next one is tyrosine. Other name for tyrosine is L-amino 3-propanoic acid, which also contains sulfur containing amino acid. Side chain is tyrosine, formula C9H11NO2, which are found in fish, peanuts, soya products, chicken, yogurt, pumpkin seeds, which are encoded by UAC and UAU in mRNA. Next one is tryptophan. Other name for tryptophan is 2-amino 3-propanoic acid. Side chain is indole, formula C11H12N2O2. Needed for the normal growth of infants, helps to produce hormone melatonin, which regulates sleep wake cycle, as well as serotonin production for neurotransmitter, which are encoded for UGG. Here is the mnemonic to remember the aromatic amino acid. Phenyl washed tire gives aroma. Here the phenyl stands for phenylalanine, tire TY stands for tyrosine as well as tryptophan, and aroma represent aromatic amino acid. Containing amino acid, which are connected by transmethylation and transsulfuration reaction. They are methionine and cysteine. So methionine, other name for methionine is 2-amino 4-butonic acid. Side chain is S-methyl thioether, looks as white crystalline powder, formula is C5H11NO2S. Found in egg white, sesame seeds, etc. Encoded by AUG, which also called as start codon. Next one is cysteine. Cysteine name for cysteine 2-amino 3-sulfide dryl propanoic acid. Side chain is thiol group, and cysteine is with CH2SH, which contains sulfur group, also called as sulfhydryl mercapto group. Looks as white crystals of powder. Formula is C3H7NO2S. Found in egg, whole grains, poultry, etc. Encoded by UGE, UGC. Cysteine is a condensation of two molecules of cysteine linked with two sulfur by disulfide links. And here is the mnemonic to remember the sulfur containing amino acid. Methodically check for sulfur. M stands for methionine, and C stands for cysteine, and sulfur, it represents sulfur containing group. Then the next one is hydroxyl containing amino acid, which are serine and threonine. Serine, other name for serine is 2-amino 3-hydroxypropanoic acid. Side chain consists of hydroxyl methyl group. Looks white crystals are powder. Formula C3H7NO3, found in egg, lamb, liver, salmon, sardine, seaweed, etc. Serine is highly concentrated in all cell membranes, which are encoded by UCU, UCC, UCA, UCG, AGU, and AGG. Then the next threonine. Other name for threonine is 2-amino 3-hydroxybutanoic acid. Side chain consists of hydroxyl group, formula C4H9NO3. Found in lentils, meat, fish, poultry, etc., which are encoded by ACU, ACC, ACA, and ACG. Further, tyrosine contains OH group, and so it may represent as hydroxyl containing amino acid, but found in aromatic amino acid. Here is the mnemonic for hydroxyl containing amino acid. Alcohol is a serious threat. Alcohol, OH, hydroxyl, and serious serine and threonine. THRE stands for threonine. Acidic amino acids are aspartate and glutamate. Aspartate or aspartic acid, other name for aspartate are aminosuccinic acid, aspargic acid, and asparginic acid. Side chain consists of acidic group, formula C4H7NO4. Looks colorless crystal found in animals and plants, encoded by GAU and GAC. And the next one is glutamate or glutamic acid. Other name for glutamate is 2-aminoglutaric acid. Side chain consists of one additional methylene group in its side chain, then does aspartic acid. Formula C4H7NO4. Looks white crystalline powder, considered as brain food, heals ulcer, etc. Encoded by GAA and GAG. Mnemonic. As Alan digested the glue, his stomach became acidic. As aspartate, GLU, GLU stands for glutamic acid, that is glutamate, and it represents acidic amino acids. Then amide containing amino acid are two amino acids linked together to an amide bond between them. They are asparagine and glutamine. Asparagine, other name for asparagine is 2-amino 3-carbamyl propanoic acid. Side chain is carboxamide. Formula C4H8N2O3. Looks as a white crystal. Found in dairy products, nuts, seeds, etc. Encoded by AAU and AAC. Next one is glutamine. Other name for glutamines are 2,5-diamino 5-oxopentanoic acid, 2-amino 4-carboxyl butanoic acid, and endaric. Side chain is same as glutamic acid, but carboxylic acid is replaced by an amide. Formula C5H10N2O2. Found in chicken, fish, eggs, vegetables, wheat, papaya, etc. Encoded by CAA and CAG. Mnemonic. My friend saw a ghost at last midnight. G stands for glutamine, AS stands for asparagine, and mid represents amide containing amino acids. Amino acids. Basic amino acids are lysine, arginine, and histidine. Lysine. Other names are L-lysine and D-lysine. Side chain is lysyl. Formula C6H14N2O2. Help with several conditions such as inhibits herpes and anxiety, as well as support growth, tissue repair, etc. Found in eggs, lentils, dairy products, and fish. Encoded by AAA and AAG. Arginine, next amino acid. Other name is 2-amino 5-guanidinopentanoic acid. Side chain consists of 3-chain aliphatic straight chain ending in a guanidinium group. Formula C6H14N2O2. Appears as white crystals involved in the regulation of vascular function and blood flow. Alleviate erectile dysfunction, reduce blood pressure in people with high blood pressure. Encoded by CGU, CGA, CGG, AGA, and AGG. The next one is histidine. Histidine, other name is 2-amino 3-propanoic acid. Side chain is with imidazole group. Found in meat, chickens, and fishes. Encoded by CAU and CAC. Mnemonics. Leucine needs basic help in studies urgently. Where L stands for lysine, basic amino acids. H stands for histidine, and urgently ARG denotes arginine. Then the next one is imino group with only one amino acid, proline. Other name for proline is pyrrolidine 2-carboxylic acid. Side chain of proline is connects to the nitrogen, forming a pyrrolidine group, appears in transparent crystals. Formula C5H9NO2. Found in meat, bone meal, poultry, salmon, etc. Strengthen and helps the heart muscles, encoded by CCU, CCC, CCA, and CCG. Based on polarity, amino acids are classified into hydrophilic and hydrophobic. Hydrophilic is also called as polar amino acid, and which are negatively charged amino acid, positively charged amino acid, and uncharged. Then hydrophobic are non-polar amino acid, aliphatic amino acid, and aromatic amino acid. What about hydrophilic, a polar amino acid, water-loving? Negatively charged amino acids such as aspartic acid and glutamic acid. Positively charged hydrophilic amino acids such as lysine, arginine, histidine. Then uncharged serine, threonine, tyrosine, asparagine, glutamine, cysteine, and glycine. Hydrophobic amino acids, also called as non-polar amino acid, which comes under aliphatic and aromatic amino acid. Aliphatic amino acids such as alanine, valine, leucine, and isoleucine. Aromatic, phenylalanine, and tryptophan. Based on the metabolism, amino acids are classified into ketogenic, ketoglucogenic, and glucogenic amino acids. Ketogenic amino acids are made up of ketone bodies. Ketogenic amino acids are made up of ketone bodies, leucine and lysine. Fat can be synthesized from these type of amino acids that is involved in the synthesis of lipids. Among these, leucine is exclusively ketogenic. Then glucogenic amino acid, most glucogenic amino acid, all remaining 14 amino acids are belonging to glucogenic amino acid, which are the precursor for the formation of glucose or glycogen. For example, alanine, glycine, methionine, aspartate, etc. Then what about ketoglucogenic acid, amino acid, which presence of both ketone group and glucogenic are called as ketoglucogenic amino acid, which are the precursor for the synthesis of glucose and fat. They are phenylalanine, tyrosine, isoleucine, and tryptophan. Based on the nutritional requirements, amino acids are classified as essential, non-essential, and semi-essential. Essential amino acids are not synthesized in our body. These are amino acids which are required in the diet. They are tryptophan, threonine, histidine, valine, isoleucine, phenylalanine, methionine, and leucine, as well as lysine. Non-essential amino acids are synthesized in our body. Arginine, asparagine, aspartic acid, cysteine, glutamic acid, glutamine, glycine, proline, serine, tyrosine, which also includes selenocysteine. Semi-essential amino acids are essential in infants and people with kidney disorder called uremia. It helps in repairing tissues and cells. Histidine is found in essential amino acid as well as in semi-essential amino acid because adult produces adequate amounts but children may not. Important role in different enzyme action. Further, they are slow to form in humans. Mnemonics for essential amino acids, try these VIP mol. Semi-essential amino acid, help him urgently. And for non-essential amino acids, all the remaining 11 amino acids. Summary. So, amino acid is a molecule that combines to form proteins. And here, based on alphabetical order, amino acids are arranged. We are not coding for amino acid letter B, J, X, and Z. And the remaining are for your understanding. Thank you for watching.